Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5. Folks, today we've got Michigan Speedway 100 laps. I just want to address something real quick before we get started. Sometimes I'm not able to put out videos. I have a wife. I have kids. I've got a 20-year career that is more important than this because it pays all the bills. I make no money doing YouTube. If I don't put out a video, please just respect that and know I'll put one out, or I'll notify everybody in the community tab, usually as well. I try to put out 4 videos a week. If I'm unable to, then I'm unable to. I will always try to because I love doing this. That's all I'm saying. Love working with you guys. Love the communication. Please just respect the fact that I sometimes can't put out videos. Moving on. JGR, Toyota, number 84, Michigan. We did great last week, second place. Huge move by Matt Malone to take the victory, snatch it from our hands in the Xfinity Series. Let's see if we can get out here. We've got more rivals, so we got to keep it clean. We kept it clean last week. We had people actually comment that we were clean in the tweets in the game, which is awesome. So let's see if we can follow that up here at Michigan and the Firekeepers Casino 400. A lot of similarities here between this car and our Xfinity car. We're right around the same range off in this one too, so we're going to have to do some work here. We'll qualify, so we're not at the back of the pack, but a lot of this is going to be drafting and just driving well to get us to where we need to go. All right, here we go. Qualifying lap now underway. Bring it down a little bit, try to get it close to the line-ish, but also let it fade up on exit, and I didn't let it fade up on exit well enough, but we're all right. This is a bit of a spicy setup we've got going on here today. We'll see how it goes for us, but it's got the potential to be great. It is a long-run setup, so we are not going to have the drop-off that the other cars have. So clean race is key for us and for everyone else, simply because without it, we are up a creek. We don't have the speed in the car to be dominating or anything. Top 5, Elliott, Logano, Truex Jr., Busch, Harvick. Looking at our, in front of us at least, our rivals. Logano up here. We've got Kurt Busch. We've got Blaney. We've got Cole Custer. And then we've got Chris Buescher behind us, so we've got our work cut out for us. Big track, hopefully we can somehow keep ourselves away from them so that we're able to have another clean race. That's the goal, I guess. 10th place in a clean race. Little pre-race information for you today. 100 laps, Chase Elliott dominant all weekend. Ryan Blaney, well, he's still upset with us, so we need to watch out for him as we know. Jimmy Johnson, engine change after qualifying. He goes to the back.
We're going green. Are you ready now? Green's out, man. Let's go.
I'm going to let off because I don't want Cole Custer just to run into us.
Inside.
I know. It's not the ideal thing, but it's what we have to do to be put in a better spot. And hopefully with the draft, we'll pull back up on him pretty quick. I'm not sure, but, well, yeah, we kind of did, but that's a lot due to the shuffling around on the track. Can I get a good run off and get around Custer before the turn? I don't think that's going to happen. I'm hoping that I can do something to avoid getting run into by him, though, early on. And we did. Holy crap, I can't believe that worked. But here we go.
All right, you're clear.
Got around Custer. No incident. Almirola, no incident. 99 laps left, 28 left in stage number 1. We'll split this one up at about 14 to go. We'll speed it up. We do have 1 pit stop in the stage. We get 22 in the tank, I believe. So, of course, also cautions play a role in this whole thing. We'll see how that all turns out. The group in front of us kind of lost. This group behind us, well, they kind of have lost as well, so that's kind of interesting how that worked out, but we are I think we're going to catch up to the group in front of us. I think we have what we need to get to the group in front of us. It may take us a minute. This is a long run car, so it's a matter of can we because they actually are driving away from us right now. I don't just want to sit here and ride on these tires so they're super hot, but at the same time, I need to do what I can. I mean, Matt Kenseth, they're all driving away from us. We're in this little bubble, but it's okay. It's okay. Kenseth goes high. That doesn't help his draft going around the corner. Chase Elliott leading the race. We've gained a 10th on Kenseth. That's important because he wasn't in the draft as Ryan Blaney drives away from him a little bit. Hey, I got to be honest, and it may seem kind of boring. Well, not right now, but as we continue to figure out our strategy for the race, we've got a lot of rivals up there, and if we could have Blaney get up in front of someone who's not a rival, and we could get in a 10th place, we may very well just learn how to sit back and have a good, solid, clean race. That'd be our second one in a row. That's really a huge goal of mine today, is to keep this race clean. So if we're able to do that, hopefully we can put down some good laps, still get that goal position because that's worth nearly $1 million. And then we can improve our relationships with some of these drivers that have had issues with us. I mean, if I could get them back to angry, that'd be incredible, because then I don't really even have to wait for them to chat with me. They'll just naturally, as we have clean races more and more, they'll just naturally chill out. Somehow Ryan Newman, though, decided that he has a faster car than us, and he is right up on us after we kind of drove away from everyone else. So that's interesting. Newman can go. I don't really care. I've got nothing extra in the car to do right now, so I'm just driving it, and I'm hoping that after a number of laps, the long run, because that's what the setup man said, this is a long run car, so what I'm trying to do is just keep it that way. Temps in the engine look great. Tire wear is crap. It's right around a point right now that without a caution, a full run, I think we'll pit before a full fuel run. But that's all right, because we can drive to like 7 to go, so what's the difference between pitting with 9 to go or 7 to go? It's not a big deal. Newman made it easy. He got around us with no problem. I'm trying to use his draft to get us up around, but just not really doing anything. Now I'm running the middle line like a moron because I followed him instead of just doing what I would have done. It worked out all right, though. Car feels okay. Byron and Bauer, Byron and Clint Boyer are catching us as well. So our long run car is driving like crap. I don't really know. We had a nice run through those 2 turns, but I just don't feel like we have the drive off that we need. And that's been my bigger problem here. Well, Kenseth is getting past. We have gained up on Kenseth a number of tenths, and we have actually held off Boyer and Byron now that I've been paying a little more attention. So that part's good, but for how long, I don't know. That was a really good set of turns, and the drive off was really nice as we gained another 10th on Kenseth. We're getting close to being able to suck up to his draft and hopefully kind of get back up to this pack, but I think Kenseth's fall off is actually going to be one of those things that my longer run is going to take over. I don't know if these other cars that are already about to go into turn number 3 and 4 as we're exiting turn number 2, I don't know if we have any kind of a shot at them, even if we all stack back up at this point. 10th place is the goal, and this car is just kind of crap. All right, we gained another 10th on Kenseth. Somehow still not in his draft, but okay.
20 laps to go.
You guys know that drives me nuts because it's normally like a maximum of 7/10, and you're still getting some bit of draft, and now we're not getting anything here. But we had a huge run there, but we got loose because we had to keep turning the cars to not run into Kenseth. We got into his draft that time, though. That's going to help us Although we weren't going as fast getting into this corner, so that wasn't great, but whatever. The tire fall off is pretty incredible on this car. Down to 60%, 12 left in the tank. We're right in line right now with this being pretty much at the end of the tires, at the end of a fuel run, so I guess that's good. I could back it off, but I'm not going to, so don't you worry. He's gets such a run on the high side, but I think we can clear him, and once we clear him, we'll go up in front of him. He's going to drive down. No, he stayed up. Wow, I'm actually shocked that he stayed up there. Wow, did I risk that? I brought that sucker all the way down. That was not my best move, but now we're in front of him, and I'm not going to let him pass me, and I'm going to hopefully be able to put a bit of separation between us as we're going to go through 1 and 2. I can't drive in my rear view when I do that, or we're going to have big problems. And yeah, the drive off is, we got away from him, but at the same time, Clint Boyer's going to pass him as well. Something's up with Kenseth. He doesn't have a long run car at all. He had our draft going down the backstretch. That's how he was able to catch back up to us. But as you can see, he's not when we go through the turns, and he's actually got Boyer right on him. Boyer's catching us, so that's great. Gain a position, lose a position. He's got our draft again. He'll suck right back up to us. But he's running that high line, which isn't working for him. 10 in the tank. Let's speed it up. We'll be back while we're pitting for our only time here in stage number 1, and that should be with about 10 left in the stage. Caution comes out. We had 5 left in the tank. Of course, we're going to pit with everybody. Car feels like crap. We hit the wall, barely, but we hit the wall trying to let the car fade up on its own so we weren't burning any more tires. I don't really know what to say about it. It's been a rough go. We were losing more positions. We were trying to hold off Clint Boyer, and we weren't gaining on the cars in front of us, so it should be an interesting set when we get back to green flag racing.
You're coming to the green. Ready? Green's out, man. Let's go.
All right, well, we got one spot on pit road. Back up in 13th. Kenseth on our outside. Boyer in front of us. Blaney also in front of us, so we're going to have to contend with a rival. And,
stay on the bottom here.
you know, I'm just hoping that we can
Clear high, clear high.
hang with this group better than we did the last time.
Careful, still
I feel like if we don't lose this group, it kind of tells us what we can do later in the race. You know, if we're able to stick with this group now. Oh, I'm glad that Boyer was running that high line. Anyway, we're able to stick with this group now.
You're clear there.
We're going to have a shot to be there where we need to be towards the end of the race. So I was looking around, making sure I wasn't going to fade up into another car. 8 laps left in stage number 1. Of course, we've got a lot more tire than we had before, and this is going to show it to us when we get it. If we can get around Harvick, who's there.
On the outside now.
We're not going to without the draft, but this is just showing us we, at the end of the race, could be in a position to get what we need. Top 10, folks. This is not a good car today. Very much not a good car today, and I'm not sure what's causing it to suck like this, but it is sucking, and I don't like it.
Careful.
It's just been a bad car. It handles poorly. It's not fast.
Stay on the bottom.
And we're getting to the 38.9s, but and I know it's just a qualifying setup, but the qualifying setup was a 38 flat. You got to assume they're running 38.5s, and I can't run better than a 38.9 in the draft. I don't know. We're sitting here in 12th, which seems to be the spot that we can be in. As we push it around the inside of Kyle Busch, we'll get a run, but he'll end up with the actual run. Well, never mind. He ended up kind of fading it down and ending up behind us, but I would love to get a push up, but I don't want to. I do want to get to Blaney, but I don't want to contest with Blaney at the same time, if that makes sense right now. I wish he were in front of one of these other cars, because then I could just ride it out. We'll see what happens. We're doing all right now. We got a bit of a gap between us and Busch after just 2 turns, so that works for us. And we've caught this group in front of us, which is interesting for how bad the car was driving. And then all of a sudden, we got a little bit of life in it now. And if I can help Blaney with the draft by getting him around Bowman, maybe I get around Bowman as well, and then I just chill out and just make sure Bowman stays behind me until there's less laps left, and then maybe we talk about, making some moves. But right now, he's sucking because he's not getting around Bowman at all. Bowman and Harvick are drafting each other, which is giving up more speed, which makes sense. We've gapped Busch pretty well. That's nice. We don't have to worry about anybody behind us. Not that we have to worry about anyone behind us anyway, because Buescher and Cole Custer are not anywhere near us right now. Blaney working on Bowman, and I think... Actually, let me push him, or give him the draft. It's going to fall in behind, but I think Bowman goes high. Harvick chooses to go low, and that's going to kind of hang Bowman out to dry a bit. If Blaney can get around him, I can work on Bowman myself. It looks like Blaney's going to clear him coming out of the turn. That's big for us, because now with the draft, we can pull back up to Bowman and start to work on getting that 10th place, which is important. Bowman opts to go on the low line now, try to stay in the draft, try to keep as much speed as he can, but I'm still pretty sure we gained up on him a little bit there, and with the draft, we're going to continue to pull up near him. Not fast, but we're going to get there. Here we go. Caught him. And it's funny, he's on the inside of Blaney trying to get that pass back, but we're actually pushing Blaney from way back here, but we're actually getting the draft from Blaney, I should say. We're not pushing him. Bowman opts to go mid-high. We're going to stay on the low side and try to use Blaney's draft to pull us up around. We won't get it done, but wow, what a good race we've got going on here right now, folks.
I need 2 more.
Just 2 to go. Can we get into that 10th position? I mean, I think that by the end of the race, we could do some crazy stuff to try to get there.
Still there.
I don't think we have it right now. But if we're right up on Bowman, nope. I got loose coming out of 2. I realized we cleared him, which was good, but the wall hit. That was loose coming out of 2, which, of course, we're going to need to make absolute sure that we don't do as the race progresses later on. This is still stage 1, so it's okay, but I'm not happy about my poor racing right there. That's going to cost us a 10th place and a playoff point. Yeah, we start to get loose pretty quick. It's because that right rear is smoking hot. It's slick as can be. We had Kyle Busch, Clint Boyer drafting together. They were catching us pretty good. Oh, Blaney goes into the wall, and he is smoking. We're going to... No! Come on! I know for a fact that that's going to negatively impact us. That is the worst ever in this game. Best thing that could happen right now is if I see Blaney on pit road still, and I think I do.
Hold your line, got 1 inside.
That's not Blaney. No, Blaney's not. He's still in the race. Wow, we just don't. That's from the contact on the caution. We get penalized because the AI takes over and decides to slam us into everybody like an idiot. That has nothing to do with me, but we get penalized hugely for it. I mean, game is 4 years old, can't do anything about it now, but I knew that was going to happen. That's why I got so mad when we had contact at the end of that, because I knew we were going to get penalized for nothing that we had control over. I mean, was I supposed to slam on my brake? I could have easily gotten around Blaney when he hit the wall, so that's why I don't go on my brakes. It wasn't an issue for me. I just drive down farther, you know?
Stay low, stay low.
But then that happens, and we run into the back end of whoever. I don't even know who we did. Hopefully that doesn't affect us, because that had we had no control over that whatsoever. We're back up into 13th place. That's positive. Whoa. Dude tapped his brakes because Suarez got down in front of him a little bit. That was almost terrible. Boyer's going to follow us into 3 and 4. And we're going to have to keep it low on the track when we get pretty slick early on coming out of these turns. So we're fighting it. We're fighting we're fighting this race is what's actually happening. It's been crazy so far for us. Yeah, driving down on the apron is not good. I'm glad I wasn't on the gas at all because that would have wrecked us. We got William Byron back there as well. He's got Kenseth behind him. They're making a run. They got a huge run, actually. I'm going to bring it down. Try to stick with these guys. All right. Can we get around these two and start to work on Kyle Busch? I don't know, but... I'm going to let the car fade up instead of trying to stay behind Almirola because it's not going to help us if we lose the back end coming out of the turn from overdriving or oversteering the car.
Stay high up here. Inside. Bottom's clear.
Yeah, no, we're going. Get Almirola around Suarez, then we'll work on Suarez. Or we'll end up in Suarez's draft doing the same thing. No, I want to get to his fender. Almirola kind of cut Suarez off a little bit, which was good for us because we weren't behind Suarez, so we're going to take that spot away.
You're all clear up top there.
I'm not going to pay any attention to what's going on behind me because if I do, I'm going to mess up my car or me trying to block and try to do stupid stuff. Working on Almirola. Back up into 12th. Almirola goes high. That's going to be beneficial to us because we are going to easily, holy crap, that we have a good run through 3 and 4 there and just drove away from everybody behind us and gained 2/10 on Kyle Busch. Here's the issue. We got to get around Busch to get that 10th place. We've got 22 left in stage number 2 and 17 left in the tank. Almirola caught us by the start of the next set of turns, but again, he goes high. Boyer's going to take the spot away from him, and Boyer, he's got more in that engine than we do because here he comes. There's nothing I can do with this. We're going to run it high, and then we're going to try to just keep the speed up in the mid-line and see if we can't hang on, but no, we can't. We're going to need a late race caution to get us into this shot of taking 10th place, honestly. I can take it back from Boyer. I can work this all out. I can try to work with Boyer to get us back up or get us up to Busch. Trying to think about what I'm going to do, but if Boyer's going to continue to go low, then we'll do that. We'll run with him. Or a caution will come out and we'll stack everybody back up. Not sure who the caution was for that time, but every time there's a caution, that's one more opportunity for Blaney to get up farther. Looks like we have a second car on pit road now, though. I don't know who that is either. We'll have to take a look at that after the stage break, find out who's back there. Boyer's here with us. He got a better jump than us. We're going to go ahead and stay on the outside because we messed that up. Crap. Come on. No. Keep the car good. Keep the car good. We're fine. We're fine. We're going to take this draft. We're going to get around. Wow. I did not know Kenseth was there as well. Sitting in 12th. Boyer taking advantage of the stacking back up. We have got teammate, then Kurt Busch, then teammate. 3 wide right in front of us. Nothing can go wrong there, right? It's now been made to 2 wide. Busch will go a little bit higher. We're going to come into the turn. Slick tires. Lose a bit of momentum trying to keep the car from spinning out. And they come back out of it 3 wide again. Insane. And of course, Truex Jr. has nowhere to go because he's got Boyer in front of him. And Boyer's just taking the whole track as he dips down in front of everybody else. Got 14 in the tank.
Still there.
We'll see what we've got going on here when we get to the line. 16. So if we had one more caution, we could feasibly finish out this stage without pitting. Oh, no, no, no! I got on the brakes. I was not going to wreck that man. I'll lose spots. No! Guess who's back? Back again. Blaney's back. Rooting our race! We'll be back when we're pitting. Everything I worked for to be a clean driver just got thrown out the door. All right, well, that was... we're staying out. I know this seems terrible, but we're staying out. We're going to come back with like 2 to go or something. I'm going up to the front, and then we're going to pit at the end of it. I mean, we can't be worse than 20th at the end of this, right? Yeah, we can. We're going to go into turn 1, and we're going to lose the back end bad. What do we got left in this? 5. Whoops. I may have made a wrong decision. 30% in the tires. Everyone's at 100% on theirs. We got a nice little run out there, but that's because nobody's up to speed yet. And we're so slick that we actually almost lost it coming out of 2. This is bad. This was a bad choice. If I almost lose it coming out of 4, I'm going to adjust for that. But if we can hold on to it, maybe we'll be all right. I don't think we will, though. Yeah, they're gaining on us. Here comes Chase Elliott. Oof. I made a very poor choice here. I want to pull over. I want to pull over. I want to pull over. Okay.
Got one up top.
I just don't want to be here for all of these cars. We can't contend with anyone. I tried a little risky thing. Was the time to do it was now.
Got one peeking inside.
Guess who happened to be there when I came back up on track? Ryan Blaney, folks. Ryan Blaney. Nothing I can do to get away from him too, because he's on my inside fender. I mean, I'm coming off the gas now, so he can get around me, but. This is,
still there.
You know, this is the best thing that could have happened.
Car outside, hold your line.
We're fine. We're fine. We know what not to do next time.
Car on the outside now.
Boyer way back here, that's interesting. I'm just not even... Oh my goodness! Don't do that now, though.
Hey, driver, you were too fast entering
what?
pit road.
There was.
You're gonna have to serve a penalty. Two to go, driver.
I don't know. Do I do this or do I serve the penalty and go? I collapsed. I collapsed. I don't know. Do we get our lap back? Yeah, we do. I collapsed. Truex Jr., Hoff, and McDowell are the 3 cars that are out. We are we're at the back of all we can do is go up.
Almost ready now.
Final stage starting now. Wow, I collapsed. 39 laps. We'll have 20 laps and 20 laps probably. Benedetto back here. That's kind of weird, but okay.
Careful, still there. Stay low. Clear high, clear high.
Trying to focus up a bit. I also don't know if that little bit of contact that I just had with Di Benedetto put him into rival status. I'm not sure, but he did hit us.
Hold your line.
Got around Cole Custer. That was big for us, and he's running the higher line, which is also big for us. Di Benedetto should be following us through. He was up there with us earlier, so I don't think that he's bad. I'm not really sure what I can do here, but I'm going to try anything I can.
Stay low.
Within a clean driving, within reason, you know.
Top 3, use it if you need it.
Trying to still keep our wits about us. I don't know where we're at from a
Clear all around.
hitting other cars and driving poorly perspective, but, well, see, getting loose out of 2, that's the worst thing about this setup, is getting loose off the corners. It's not stable.
Outside.
It just isn't a stable setup. It's not stable, and somehow yet it's slow. I don't know. Or I'm just a terrible driver. There's always that option too.
Careful, still there.
Oh, I don't think that we're rivals with Di Benedetto. I think that was just incidental contact on his part. He had to hit his brakes to not get cut off, though. Nemechek there, cutting him off. We got Buescher up with Eric Jones. 2 cars, 1 car that's angry with us, 1 car that is a rival. So we got to be extra touchy around that whole situation. We'll get around Nemechek coming out of 4 probably. Yeah, I switched back to Nemechek. I don't know. Nobody ever told me what to say. And all the people that talk online now, or not online, on broadcast now call him Nemechek, so we'll just do that.
Clear all around there.
Yeah, no. It's not where I want to be unless I can get a better run going into the turn than him. Is he's going to keep running the high line? No, of course not. Why would you run the high line when you can drive down and hit your rival? Oh. We've made it up, 16 positions, so that part's good. Try to get up to Ryan Preece, Tyler Reddick, get into the top 20. While also not have, well, the tires are all right, I guess. I was going to say, while also not having the tires running at 100 or 290 plus degrees, which is what had happened. We're catching Preece and we're leaving the rest of them that were behind us behind, which is good. .33 to go. How quickly those 6 laps went by, I'll say. You're driving this and you're just not even realizing, but we do need to do a speed up. We're going to speed it up right now as we're still just kind of rolling around this back area. We'll pass Preece. And once we do, we'll speed it up until we pit for the final time. And hopefully that'll be...
Wave them guys off.
All right, well, good, perfect. We'll come back from this, and then we're going to see what we can do from the back of the pack again. Because I want to see if we can. Oh, Denny Hamlin.
Driver. Almost ready.
I thought that was Martin Truex Jr. Do we have 2 of our own cars out right now? That's not a great sign for me. There's. All right. Anyway, I think Denny Hamlin dropped 22 positions. Or is he not? I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know. Yeah, Hamlin's out. That was the caution.
All right, you're clear.
Thank you, Bobby. Like, come on, dude. With these fresh tires, I think we can get back up there pretty quick is why I did this. Of course, now I've got Cole Custer, so I can't do it now.
Clear high, bud.
Also, it puts us off schedule. So we can run it longer, hoping for a caution that would put us in a great spot again.
Still there.
We'll see what happens. A lot of stuff can happen, but we're going to keep you here. I'm sorry if the race is long, but this is too exciting not to be out here.
Stay on the bottom here. Outside.
Custer, of course, does what he does, and he wipes himself out completely. That's going to bring out a caution. We're going back in. I want to have the freshest tires possible. Clint Boyer pits as well. Interesting. Cole Custer.
All right, man. You're coming to the green. Be ready.
I don't know what to say.
Hammer down. Careful, still there.
25 laps remaining. We've got 22 in the tank.
You got room. You're clear there.
I really need green flag to last for a long time here, though, for us to benefit from having the tires that we have.
Still there. Careful, still there. Top 3, use it if you need it.
With LaJoy right there, I keep knowing that he's going to cut off Timmy Hill. So I have my foot over the brake that whole time.
Careful, still there.
Get on the inside of Reagan. He didn't dive down fast enough. Gonna tap the brake. Nope.
Got one inside.
LaJoy is on our inside now because I did that turn.
All right, clear outside.
All right. Draft gonna pull us around. Draft is gonna get us on the inside.
Clear up top there.
I was gonna say get us on the inside of Ross Chastain, but now he's sideways. Oh, he got it. He got it fixed. I'm sure that absolutely improves all of our relationships everywhere around.
Still there.
Well, it is fantastic.
You got room. You're clear.
Working on figuring out how we're going to get around Chris Buescher without getting run up into the fence. I'm going to try to do it from out here. Nope, I'm not. Oh, we kept it off the wall, though. Can I bring it down with a lot of speed and carry it around him? No. Kinda, maybe, a little bit. Apron.
Stay low. Clear high, bud. Hold your line. Got one outside.
That was a very dicey move, but it kept us off of Chris Buescher, which is kind of what mattered to me.
Careful,
there we go.
there.
It'd be one thing if it was just me, but Clint Boyer is absolutely as fast as us, so he's making moves back there, and I keep catching it out of the corner of my eye, and it's freaking me out! Only because I think it's somebody else, I don't care if it's him. But it's because I keep thinking somebody else is catching. Ah, he is much faster than us.
Careful, still there.
And I gotta let him go, because what am I gonna do? I need to get down the track, follow him through. Maybe I can just work with him, and we can get past everybody together. Let's go, Boyer.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear there.
Christopher Bell. Is that Austin Dillon? Yup.
Careful, still there.
Come on, Boyer.
More laps, no mistakes here.
Well, a lot of cars are about to start pitting. in the next couple laps.
Stay on the bottom here.
So we'll see how this all turns out. Did Boyer get on his outside?
Careful. Still there.
Yeah, he did. That was the problem. Like, why is he kind of not going up on the wall?
Careful. Still there. All right. You're clear.
Well, we have more speed on the inside line than Boyer does on the outside, but there we go. Pull right up behind Boyer. I'm not trying to pass Boyer, but I am hoping that working with it, well, that's not what we wanted. I was going to say, I am hoping that working with him will get us up to Darrell Wallace Jr. Now Wallace decides to go down on the line. 16th place. I think that we kind of, yeah, we're down to 72% on the tires. So I was going to say, I don't think that the difference is super great at this point where we have a massive advantage.
Stay on the bottom here.
Certainly have no advantage over Boyer. All I'm trying to do is get around anybody I can, and Kenseth is there, so I was hoping that that was going to work.
Careful. Still there. Top 3. Use it if you need it.
All right. Still trying to make this work as the laps continue to dwindle down. I'm expecting cars to hit pit road, and they just seem not to be doing so. I realize that they gained some laps from the cautions, but I didn't think that it would be enough that they wouldn't be hitting pit road yet. It's got to be soon. It's got to be soon.
You're all clear up top there.
And Boyer is the only one that pit with us. I think that Brennan Gong might be off schedule as well. So that's something. We're back in 12th place. Almirola and Byron, 11th and 10th. It doesn't really matter anymore as far as... Wow, he's going to dive that thing in there hard, isn't he? All right. As far as trying to be clean anymore, I just don't think... I think that one's out the door. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't think that we're going to have an option to walk out of this one and have somebody say something nice about our clean driving. We had contact with cars. We almost spun Kurt Busch. We almost spun Cole Custer, or we did spin Cole Custer, so I don't know. And then we almost spun Chastain as well. I don't think you get high marks for that. Once they pit, I'm going to speed it up until we pit or there's a caution. We got 12 in the tank, 15 left in the race, and there's a freaking caution. Thank you so much, game, for throwing a dub, not allowing the race to just happen. Well, we dropped 2 spots. Cole Custer, Brennan Gong, they stay out.
Keep your head on straight. Ready? Green flag, green flag.
Then we pick up 5 spots, come home with the top 10, and worry about the relationships later.
Still there?
Kind of thinking that's where my mind is at right now.
You got room. You're clear.
Big run out. Oh, Brennan Gong. He just doesn't have the tires to do that.
Still there.
Cole Custer doesn't either, so as he's going to drive down on us, I don't care.
All clear.
Because we're up in 10th place. And this is where we need to be. Got some shuffling going on up in front of us. Joey Logano leading this one as pretty much your leader for the whole race. And Chase Elliott is not. Oh, my God.
Looking inside now.
No, 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 no. Frick! Wow, does Kyle Busch love to run that wall? He does a good job of it.
To go.
I have got to get around William Byron and not let any of these cars behind me pass me at the same time. We're going to do it, folks, and as soon as we do, we're going to speed it up to 5 to, or like 3 to go or something. I don't know. We didn't speed up much in this race at all, and so it's going to be like an hour and a half. I don't know. Hour and a half video, I mean. Wow, it's crazy. The only way we were going to catch and pass William Byron is if we actually caught the whole lead group.
Stay low, stay low. Still there.
Oh, look who's up here with us, Clint Boyer. Yeah. Did he even pit, though, is the question. I doubt it. Not if he was all the way up there, he didn't. So he's on old stuff. We could have stayed out and we could have run it, but I knew that this would have happened. There was no way. Oh, we got a smoker. We got a car in the fence backwards. Was that Kurt Busch? I don't know, but doesn't really tell us, does it? You don't get to see that until the end. Denny Hamlin, but 2 of our teammates are out. That's crazy. Here we go on the outside of Boyer in the top 10 where we need to be.
Starter has the green flag in his hand. Ready?
I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to drive our butts off and try to come away with at least this top 10 finish.
Careful, still there.
Here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it.
Got one inside. Inside. Car there on the inside.
If I'm getting loose every time I'm coming off a turn, I can't do anything about it.
Clear low there.
So now we have to pick up 2 spots. We touched the wall. We slowed down too much.
All right, you're clear there.
We're still in it, but it's infuriating that I got to find a different setup for Michigan. I can't run this car. The drive off is just terrible for me. This should be a really easy track for me to drive, and I'm not. It's got to be my driving style as well, I guess. I don't really know. What's your driving style, Tony? Crappy. It's a crappy driving style. Obviously, as you're seeing it happen right in front of your face.
Careful, still there.
It's loose off, and we've got almost 80% tires. We're getting terribly loose off. Come on.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
I got to focus. Get back into 10th.
Careful, still there.
Brad is fender.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear there.
Got it. Dove it in, but just a little bit of brake so that we could keep it low. But look at it. I mean, I am loose as can be coming out. Tire heat is about where it's been all race, which probably is part of the problem, I guess. I don't really know. Kyle Busch, who's been running the high line, decided to go to the low line there. That was interesting. I knew Boyer was there. Although my spotter didn't tell me. Well, thank goodness we got around his front because I lost that car right there. I mean, we might be able to get to Boyer. Not Boyer. Bowman.
White flag, next time by.
I don't know. He keeps running the high line, we can. On such a big track, I cannot believe how much I have to wheel this car just to get around the turns with such decent tires. I was almost better off leaving the setup default. Well, we're catching up to Bowman. I don't think we got what we need to pass him, though, because even with the draft, he's driving away from us pretty heavily. We'll see what we can do once we come out of 3 and 4, I guess, because we're going to be... Well, no, we just got loose coming out and scrubbed off way too much speed. We're still loose. I was still loose when I was talking about that. That's insane. Yeah, we got nothing. We got nothing for him. I mean, it's a top 10. We ended up achieving that somehow after just an insane wreck of a race for us. I'll take that, I guess. Top 5, Chase Elliott. He was your pole winner. He wins the race. Brad Keselowski, 2nd. Joey Logano, 3rd. Ryan Newman, 4th. Kevin Harvick, 5th. We had no contact with Joey Logano. Not sure if that's going to do anything for us, but hopefully we improve some relationships somewhere, sometime soon. We're still leading Kyle Busch by 12 points, Brad Keselowski by 30, so we're still in first place, looking pretty good. Most playoff points as well. Fastest lap of the race goes to Chase Elliott. Most laps led goes to Chase Elliott in his way to a dominant victory. Darrell Wallace Jr. started 28th, finishes 14th, and tough break goes to our teammate Martin Truex Jr. We achieved our incentive contract, thank goodness. That's an extra $1 million nearly in the bank. All right, Austin Dillon, nice things to say. Brad Keselowski, your driving is absolute garbage. Clean it up immediately. And now he's happy. I didn't even hit him. I never touched Keselowski in the whole race, so, well, whatever. Well, our next race will be at Iowa Short Track in the Xfinity Series. Should be a good one. But, folks, that is going to do it for this episode. I would like to take a moment out to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.